E é isso aí, galera, que acompanha o Rock Mania. Hoje chegando com uma entrevista especialíssima, em parceria também com o portal Guitarra do Zero. E é claro, para a galera que acompanha na rádio Univale FM, estaremos entrevistando uma das maiores lendas da guitarra mundial, Timo Tolkki. Hello, Timo. Welcome to Rock Mania.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry that it took so long with this. Sometimes it's like that.
Timo, how many concerts have you already confirmed in Latin America tour?
Yeah, I think there's 14 confirmed concerts. And one is in Brazil. It's 24th of April in São Paulo.
São Paulo.
Yeah.
The tour will start in Mexico?
Yeah, Mexico. Torreón, actually, 28th of April.
Are you in Mexico now?
Yeah, Guadalajara. Yes.
Are you in vacation or playing with the band?
No, I sort of have a apartment here. So, because I spend a lot of time here in Latin America in a year, so it makes sense to have a place. So about, I would say, half of the year I'm here, actually.
On this tour, Timo, will you play songs from the album Visions, Anniversary, and the other songs for your career too?
Yeah, I mean, it's still a little bit unclear, but in Sao Paulo, we're going to play the whole Vicious record, the whole record. And then I think 7 or 8 other songs. But because there's 2 tours, that's a little bit confusing to some people. It's a tour with these guys that I formed, this band, and then I played these 2 shows in Sao Paulo and in Buenos Aires with the local musicians.
You played for 23 years in Stratovarius, releasing 12 official albums, doing a lot of tours and concerts, videos, and much more. What does Stratovarius means in your life? Well,
that's a huge thing, of course. I mean, you can't take that away. It's probably there's like more than 200 songs I wrote for the band. And we did like 3,000 concerts around the world. So we sold more than 4 million records. So it was a really nice thing. It still is, actually. I am very happy how the guys are doing. We are very good friends.
Your most important moment in your career?
Well, probably when I was 14, I heard Smoke on the Water in the radio. That's when I really started playing guitar. And probably next thing was 88 when we got the first record deal with Stratovarius for Fright Night. And then probably around Visions when the band really started to get big, because it was that record that really was that made it big.
Do you practice the guitar yet?
Yeah,
I was about the technical.
I do play. I played guitar now, I think 48 years. So. But I like to write songs. I always thought I'm more like a songwriter, But I love to play guitar. I love to play the people still, so that's why I'm still doing that.
Music in your head, the melody, the lyrics, how it starts.
Well, it has nothing to do with the head, actually. It's all to do with not thinking. I don't think, It's more to, it's more to do with the heart. Yeah. It's nothing to do with nothing here. In my case.
Albums like 4th Dimension, Episode, and Visions are absolute classics. What comes to your mind when you talk about albums like this?
I mean, it's a long time ago. I mean, it's magic moments, really. I mean, they were really, really amazing. I mean, looking back, it was somehow very easy, always. It was never difficult in the studio. We had such a great team, such a great musicians, What you call a great singer, everything was like, the team was perfect. So there were no problems ever, Only in the end, but, everybody is happy.
As you left Stratovarius, you created Revolution Renaissance. This band lasted from 2008 to 2010 and released 3 albums. How are that times?
Well, I wanted to do something different for Stratovarius, but the first one was actually those songs in the first Revolution Renaissance I wrote for Stratovarius. So as Revolution Renaissance, new era, those songs I wrote for Stratovarius, but then we had the breakup and I recorded it with this, those Kiska Summit, whoever was there. I wanted to do something different, so then I did this band with Casma, Santo and Buna Acre from Brazil. So those two guys, and they came to Finland to record stuff. I mean, Age of Aquarius is a very different record. People didn't expect anything like that from me, which I like because I don't want to do everything always the same way.
Last year, you released the album The Enigma Birth with your band Timo Tolkki's Avalon. Tell us about this record and how was its receptivity?
I think the Avalons are very well received, but that was the last one. I'm not going to make more of them because it's more like this Frontiers records from Italy. It's their sort of their baby, and they control the whole thing. And I don't have much to say sometimes, so I don't really like that. I produced all the Strato records myself, so I need to have the control over my music. It's just, I think there were 4 records. I like them all. I think they're good records.
Sinfonia 2011 released the album In Paradiso with the Brazilian vocalist Andre Matias. What was it like working with Andre?
This guy was, I don't even, what can I say? I mean, it was really magical. I mean, everything I learned from him, and we became really good friends. Because he was in Sweden, he lived in Sweden, which is next to Finland. So he came to my home, and then we talked about the music. And I mean, I knew him since back in like early '96. I met Angra guys in Greece, and that's when I met Andre for the first time. And then Angra was doing us with the Destiny tour in Europe, like 6 weeks. So I knew Andre very well before, but then when I actually got to work with him, then I realized how great he was, how intelligent guy, and how amazing musical knowledge he had. The piano and how he saw the compositions. I was totally unique. Of course, the voice itself is totally unique. So I'm happy to meet the guy, and then make this one record.
Another artist or band in Brazil that you like?
Well, I like Sepultura.
Sepultura?
Yeah, I like them. You have a lot of great musicians in Brazil, a lot of great bands. Sometimes there is not only Brazilian, but some power metal bands. They have very few originality. It's like many musicians copy a lot. And I did that too. But at some point, you have to go away from that.
What do you like to do when you are not involved with music? Do you have any hobby?
Yeah, I take photos a lot, and I like to go to the sea. I love water, absolutely ocean. I read a lot too, so I read a lot of books. It's pretty normal stuff, watching movies, going out with friends.
Do you like to live in Europe?
I love Finland. I mean, it's a great country. I mean, it's only the weather is very cold in winter, but I mean, in this country, in Mexico, things really don't work. I mean, but in Europe, in Finland, I mean, that stuff is excellent. Everything works, and it's a safe place. Although we are next to Russia, but they respect Finnish people. So.
How did you pass across these pandemic times?
I didn't care about it. I mean, I got the COVID twice, so I know what it feels. But
twice?
I never wake up in the morning and I'm not scared of COVID. I go out and I do my things. I mean, I just don't think that the fear the media is spreading is worthwhile. I mean, it's way too big. So. I mean, there is a virus for clear, and I don't think that people should get vaccinated. I think it's really good thing, but why to be so scared of it?
The band suffered a lot with difficult times.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a lucky one because I still have income from Stratovarius songs, you know, that I wrote. So I'm one of the lucky guys in that. But of course now, I mean, last year I did 23 gigs in Mexico alone. So, you know, so there's always work to do.
What other countries in the world do you like to stay and to play?
I really like to play in Latin America. I like to play in Italy, Spain, Greece. I mean, Europe is different kind of territory. I've played, I think, more than 4,000 shows in my career in 55 countries. So, but I would have to say that from all the continents, Latin America has the best audience. Absolutely.
How do you see the rock music scene from the 80s, from the 90s until today?
I think it's normal, you know, evolution. But I would say that I don't see much evolution in that because the metal fans tend to be a little bit Puritan. If you do the things in a different way, they are angry. If they don't get what they want, they become pissed off. But I have never composed my music to please anyone. I just do it for myself.
Do you like to listen to other style of music?
Yeah, I listen to quite poppy stuff. I love the Beatles. I love ABBA. I love Coldplay on YouTube. Actually, Coldplay will play here quite a lot on Wednesday. I'm gonna go to see them. So, I never saw them live. They have like 2 shows in this football stadium.
If you could be part of any band in the history of music, which band would be and why?
Well, Rainbow. I guess I would take Richie Blackmore's place because he's my top guy. I mean, he's my favorite guitar player.
Another imaginary question, Timo. If you could have any superpower, which superpower would be and why?
If I would have a superpower.
A superpower.
I think in a way I have, because my music helps a lot of people, you know. So there is something in the energy there that people, they come to me many times telling me that you saved my life. You know, many people come to tell me straight this. So I must have some kind of talent that translates to people because they seem to have a lot of good vibrations for my music, you know. So I guess I have it.
If you could live inside the cover art of any album in music history, which would be and why?
Maybe Pink Floyd's The Wall. And I saw the show, I saw Roger Waters in Helsinki. They had the whole wall and in the end it falls. So I would like to be on that stage and see that wall fall apart. I like this very much. I really like Roger Waters. I really like the way he thinks. I really like his message. I've seen the show. I think it's fantastic. You know.
Do you have a dream?
I'm quite skeptical about the world, so I tend to concentrate on myself and the people close to me. So I think the biggest dream that everybody can have, and certainly me, is to be happy. I think that's the meaning of life, to become happy. And how you do that is not easy, but this is a good way to think, and I think that's what people. Life is a gift, you know, and I think it's a precious thing. So I keep on doing music, and I see what's going to happen.
Do you consider you a guy more rational or emotional?
It varies day to day, but I would say in a good day 60-40. In a bad day it's like 90-10. So I'm very emotional, but sometimes I act upon my emotions, and that's not always a good thing. So, but I'm a rational guy in most of the things, you know. But I don't think it's the only way. I mean, you have to, as a human being, use your emotions, you know.
Yes.
If you have them.
And do you like to involve yourself with music industry to fix concerts, dates? Do you involve it with it?
I don't see this as my thing. I mean, I have plans for my future, so I just said I'm keep on doing music and keep on releasing music. Probably, and yes, from a different platform, you know, because digital, the revolution of music in digital, it's huge. So how people get their music these days, it's not like it was 20 years ago. It's total, everything has changed. So you got to be really smart, so you can make it in the music industry now.
What are your plans for the future?
Well, we're gonna record a live record in Mexico City, 30th of April. Then we release that in July, this live record. And then we are releasing a studio album in October with this lineup that are touring now. It's like a brand new studio record that's going to be released in October this year. And then with this lineup, there will be probably more touring next year.
Timo Tolkki, thank you so much for your time for this interview.
Thank you.
And the Rock Mania is always available for you.
Thank you so much, man. See you.